Hey there. Staring at blank pages. I thought that I would show you guys my bookcase, do a tour of my bookcase, to see if any of you have a specific book review you want me to do. The books that I've already reviewed are there, but then there are also a whole lot that I have read or haven't read or currently reading, things like that I could do. I sound kind of gross right now because my allergies are acting up because it's springtime here in New England. We'll have to deal with that. I'm gonna switch from my webcam to my camera to do this. Because obviously holding my laptop awkwardly would get uncomfortable really fast. So I hope you enjoy that and get ready for a jump cut to not my face. Bye. So scary jump cuts are scary. I guess I can give you an overview of my bookcase. There's 3 shelves here, and then around the other side I have some stuff on the other side of it as well. But I'll start over here. Most of the books that I have already read are here. There are some I haven't yet. Start with the top left-hand side. I have part of Cresley Cole's The Immortals After Dark series, which is a really good series. I don't know if I've done any reviews on them yet, but if not, I really should, because they were good. I know that I have done book reviews on the 2 out of 3 of these, Gina Showalter's series, The Lords of the Underworld. They're there. The next book is The Lovely Bones, which I have not read yet, but it will at some point in time. Next is The Bean Trees, which I did a review on. I read this over the summer for my AP English class. Then I have Shadowfall by Erin Kellison, which I haven't read. It's a book that my mother gave to me to read. This is Haunted by Your Touch, which is a compilation of 3 books, 3 short stories, I guess, by Janine Frost, Shayla Black, and Sherry Kohler. Which I also have not read. I bought it to read and stuck it there because it fit. Below that, I have this stack, and this one book, which are all written by Laurel K. Hamilton. Most of them are the Anita Blake series. Some of them, like these, are from her Meredith Gentry series. I have done a review on Guilty Pleasures. I have more of these, but my friend is currently borrowing them because I made it sound so interesting that he just had to read it as well. Next, I have Make a Scene. At the top of this stack, we have the first series of Unfortunate Events book because my sister gave it back to me after reading it. Usually these are at my dad's house, but because I loaned that to her, it was then here. This book is How to Invest $50 into $5,000, which is a book my dad gave me before I go off to college, about making money. This is the 4th Harry Potter book, The Goblet of Fire, which I think I let my sister borrow as well, which is why it's here. Next we have some of the Dark Hunter novels by Sherilyn Kenyon. I don't know if I've done a review on these either. I should. And then here are 3 books from the Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward series, which is okay. I liked these, but they're kind of slow, and I've never been quick to jump into the next one. They're not bad, though. They're just not my favorite. These 2 longer books on the side here are 2 Anita Blake Vampire Hunter graphic novels. I have more. Once again, my guy friend that was borrowing the actual novels is borrowing some of my other graphic novels, so they're not here. Next shelf down, we have some of the Southern Vampire series, Sookie Stackhouse series, which has been turned into True Blood. The first 7, and I have one more somewhere. I have 2 more here, down below. These 2 are books that I just received in the mail from Harlequin Nocturne, which is the Harlequin Publishing House's paranormal romance based section. I haven't read these yet. Obviously, I just received them. So I'm looking forward to reading those. This is Thirst. I've read the first book. It kind of has 3 books in it, and there's another volume that I haven't bought yet, but I haven't finished this one yet. I have to. The Kite Runner is another book that I had to read for my AP English class this summer. I didn't really like it, but I'm not a big fan of war books and rape scenes. So if you want me to do a review on that, I can. It's obviously not going to be a positive. I have not read this book yet, Breaking Her Fall by Stephen Goodwin. I think it's another one that my mother gave me that I have yet to read. This is Haven, which I haven't read yet. I purchased it the same time I purchased Thirst. And then down here is Grammar Girl's Quick and Dirty Tips for Better Writing, which has a lot of tips on how to remember things that are tricky. Over here, all across here and up here, we have my Pendragon series, which I rave so much about. It is the most memorable and best series of my childhood. Better than Harry Potter, better than A Series of Unfortunate Events. I really recommend reading these. I did write a review, so you can check that out if you want to. Up here I have the first 2 Vampire Diaries books, which has the first 4 books. It's split in half. I liked these. I have the next one here, which I started reading and then had to stop because the author was using my favorite character as a tool, and I hate it when that happens. I have to get back and read that because I really can't let that stop me from finishing the book, but that's what happens. Oh, these guys here, I don't know if you saw them, the Miser Brothers, Heat Miser and Snow Miser. And then I have Bite Me by Christopher Moore, which I have yet to read. I bought at the local bookshop in my town. Fragile Things by Neil Gaiman. I did a review on this, a bunch of short stories. Saving C.C. Honeycutt by Beth Hoffman. I just wrote a review on this one before, which was really good. Dead Even by Brad Meltzer, which I have not read yet. It's something I got from my grandmother. James Patterson's First to Die, which I haven't read yet. My mother gave to me. A Field Guide to Demons, Fairies, Fallen Angels, and Other Subversive Spirits, which is a book filled with the explanation of where these creatures sort of came from in history. I bought this because I write stories, which I don't know if all of you know, but I write stories that have some of these characters in them, and it would be nice to know about them. This little book right here, which doesn't have a title, is a volume of a poetry thing where one of my poems was published. So it's in there. I wrote it freshman year in high school. I'm a senior now, but, that's there. The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1 in this bookcase. I don't know why. But that's there, and obviously I've read some of these in my classes. This is Body Farm by Patricia Cornwell. I haven't read this. I picked this up at a book sale for like $1. This is Bloodwork by Michael Connelly, which again I got from the same book sale. Janine Frost, we had one of her short stories up there, but this is part of her cat series. I think it's cat. I haven't read it yet. One Grape at a Time. Paranormal Romance. And Eternal Kiss of Darkness, another one of hers. I don't think that's about the same series, so maybe this is the first one. I haven't read either of those. I picked those up recently. Deep Blue Sea for Beginners by Luann Rice. My mom gave me this one. This is The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I read this over the summer for my AP class, and as you can see, I still have the sticky notes in it for my essay. Marked by PC and Kristen Cast. I have not yet, I've not yet read, but there's that whole series and some people have talked about it, and I picked it up, but I'm not interested in it so far. Maybe when I'm in a lull, I'll want to read it. Sidney Sheldon, The Best Laid Plans. Same book sale that these two were purchased at. I have yet to read. I showed you this earlier. My third book of the Vampire Diaries actually has the 5th and 6th books in it. The complete stories and poems of Edgar Allan Poe. Poe is one of my favorite authors, and when I go to college next, which is coming very quickly, one of the courses when I was flipping through the course book for the English program that I really wanted to take was about horror authors, and they picked Edgar Allan Poe as one of them. Murder Stalks the Mansion by Anne Marie Sutton is sort of a young adult / children's murder mystery, which I haven't read. My grandmother gave it to me. Haven't read it, but it's there. Hit List by Loca Hamilton, I showed you that already. The newest Anita Blake novel, not the newest, because the new one comes out next month, maybe, month after that, which I'm really excited for. Chrissy Cole's Thar, which is the newest in the Immortals After Dark series, which I read recently. I can do a review on that if you wish. Unnatural Exposure by Patricia Cornwell, which is a book that my mother gave me. I have yet to read. Mary by Anne Rice, which my dad's boyfriend gave to me to read, and I still haven't done so. I need to do that, read that whole series. The Animals in My Life, I have not read yet. I think I got that from the same bookshelves, the ones up here. The Complete Tales of Uncle Remus. My grandfather gave me this because he's in love with the Song of the South, the movie which was banned. Disney made it for being racist. But these stories are cute. I have read most of them, not all of them. Cleveland Amory, Ranch of Dreams. I have not read this. I don't even remember what it's about. I think my mom gave this to me along with Cage of Stars by Jacqueline Mitchard. The Secret Life of Bees by Sumo Kid. I've started this. I haven't finished it. Don't know why. I think another book that I wanted to read more came up, and I read that. Dead Reckoning and Anne Rice's Lasher. Neither of these I have read yet. The two Charlene Harris newest ones I showed you. Sherilyn Kenyon's Retribution I read recently, which is part of the series that we talked about earlier, I think. Did we? Do I have any other? Yep, we did. Dark Hunters. And then this is 4 Past Midnight, which is a group of 4 Stephen King novels, which my dad gave to me to read, and I have yet to do, which I should, because I do like Stephen King, and so does he. So I'm going to flip around and show you the other side of my bookcase, which is what you could see when you saw my face. It was in the background. And we'll get back to you. Heidi-ho, we're on the other side of my bookcase, and some of these I've read, some of them are not, and it's not all books over here either. But starting over here, we have the Encyclopedia of Urban Legends, which I got the same time that I got my book about demons and fairies and such, just to look up some neat urban legends. This is Eldest, the second in the Aragon series, which I read when I was little, well not little, in middle school, and I actually have the dust jacket to that. Here it is, completely beat up and torn. Just look at that. It's horrible, horrible safekeeping when you're young. This is Metro Girl by Janet Ivanovich, which is a book I'm supposed to be giving my friend Kim. Kim, if you're watching this, this is the book I'm supposed to give you, and I keep forgetting, so when I rearrange my bookcase today, I put it right here so I have to look at it when I wake up and might actually bring it to you. We have A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, which from this bookmark, you can tell I just started reading. I bought it this weekend. The Guardian by Nicholas Sparks, which I am farther into. I started reading this summer and put down for some other book, which I should continue reading. I think it got a little bit too romantic-y mushy for me, and that's why I stopped. The Darkest Secret by Gina Showalter. I'm that far into it. It's okay. I haven't liked it as much as I liked the other ones. But I do like Amun, and I'm interested in hearing more of his story. This is a bookmark that my aunt made me. This is my deck for Magic the Gathering, which I've had since middle school. It's really old cards. You don't want to see that. That's silly. This is the November Criminals. I'm that far into it. I started reading this in September and stopped. I don't know why. Another book probably came up, but I was liking it so far. This is The Deserter, and it is an advanced reader's copy of it, which I won in a contest, which I haven't read yet. It came out 3/12. That was good. Then we have Aragon, the first one from Eldest there, which I am rereading currently because I read it in like 6th grade. I'm that far into it, and I forgot how boring the beginning was. A lot of just traveling. In Her Shoes by Jennifer Weiner. My mom gave me this to read. I showed you guys these two in my book haul, Infinity and No Mercy by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is my second copy of Book 7, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. My other copy is at my dad's house, so that's there. This is a picture book, The Guide to the Soldiers of Hala and the Territories of Hala by D.J. McHale, which just has some pictures of the characters and how the author and an artist saw them. And then I have The Tales of Beetle the Bard, which is there. Okay, down here, this case has all of the movies and games that are back there hidden in between the books on the other side and the stuff that's in the front here, along with some music and things. It's just old stuff, PS2 games, PS1 games, GameCube games, that I don't play very often, and some old movies that I liked when I was little, but my newer ones you'll see are down here, along with all of my Xbox games, which I don't really need to go through. You can see them and read them. Pause the video if you want to know what they are. My Sims 3 and Sims Medieval and my expansion packs that I have. Here are my movies. New ones, new favorites: X-Men First Class, Sweeney Todd, Bridget Jones' Diary, Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason, which is the second one in Bridget Jones' Diary. This is Chicago. This is True Blood Season 2. True Blood is the television series on HBO that the Sookie Stackhouse series was made into. I showed you that earlier. And we have The Dark Knight right here. These 3 books are just old books. I don't know what they are. I haven't read them, but they're for an art project. They're not to read, so they're going to get torn up. This is speakers for my MP3 when I had an MP3. I don't anymore. I have an iPod and an iPod dock. This is Successful Quilting. It's a quilting book. We don't need it. And this case here, I don't know if you, that case there, is filled with a whole lot of cards. Pokemon, Digimon, and Magic, or not Magic, yes, some of my Magic that's not in my deck, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I collect cards like a cool kid. And you can't really see down there because my bed is here and I can't really get to it. But down there, I have really big books like Calvin and Hobbes, well, a couple different ones of some of those cartoons. Different larger books like my mom's history textbooks from college, anatomy textbooks, different things for, like, here you see scrap basket, sewing, art projects, and then over here underneath this box, which is now in the way, is stuff from school, like old binders and notebooks, and all of my old sketchbooks from my art. Hobie ho, Pendragon fans, back to my face after all of that. So if you guys saw anything that you want me to do a review, I try to do a review every day, but I'm not very good at that. I was at the beginning. I'll get better. So I'll try and do some of the stuff that I talked about back there. Do you want me to do some of the reviews videos and some of them written? Most of the ones on my blog are written. I'll leave a link down below if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook to that if you want to look at it. If you're already there, then you're already there, and that is silly. But yes. And I hope you liked it. You might not have. I'm kind of rambly. So, hope you liked it. Bye. Keep reading.